present here in fourth day of virtual observation of International Day of Peace 2022. And to commemorate the International Day of Peace this year with the theme End Racism, Build Peace, a 4 days national level webinar on World Scout programs has been organized by the national headquarters of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India from 18th to 21st September 2022. Welcome once again. Now, may I request all the dignitaries, participants, and all other members of the organization to kindly stand up for the BSG prayer.
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना, हमारे ध्यान में आओ प्रभु, आँखों में बस जाओ, अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना, बहा दो प्रेम की गंगा, दिलों में प्रेम का सागर, हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना, हमारा कर्म हो सेवा, हमारा धर्म हो सेवा, सदा ईमान हो सेवा, वो सेवक चर बना देना, वतन के वास्ते जीना, वतन के वास्ते मरना, वतन पर जान फिदा करना, प्रभु हमको सिखा देना, दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना, दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना।
Thank you so much, everyone. Please be seated. I, Ritik Sharma from Kirtiman Open Group, Delhi State, along with me, Satyajit from Karnataka State, have the great pleasure to be your host for today's webinar. Moving ahead, I would like to invite on screen respected Shri S.S. Ray, Sir, Deputy Director of Scouts, LT, to kindly deliver the welcome address and opening remarks. The stage is all yours, sir.
Thank you, Ritik. Good evening, Savi ko namaskar. It is my honor to be with you and welcome you all at today's plenary session of national level webinar on World Scout program on the occasion of International Day of Peace. It is my honor to welcome Mr. Sid Castillo, Director, Educational Method, and a very senior professional of APR OSM at this webinar. I specially welcome one of our prominent face of Bharat Scouts and Guides at international level, Mr. Madhusudhan Avala, Additional International Commissioner Scout in this webinar. He is supposed to be with us as a resource speaker. I am confident that our participants, spectators will be highly benefited by his knowledge and experience. I welcome our leader, Dr. Rajkumar Kaushik, Director, Bharat Scouts and Guides in this plenary session. I also welcome Executive Director, Joint Directors, Deputy Directors, Assistant Directors and Regional Organizing Commissioner, along with other colleagues at this webinar. I welcome all the participants in this Zoom platform, dignitaries in Zoom platform, and all the viewers at our YouTube channel. The theme of today's plenary session is Dialogue for Peace. It is a part of Better World Framework of OSM promoting dialogue for peace, learning about different culture and tradition and people is our common interest. Scouts can promote peace and mutual understanding through the principle of dialogue, which promote good communication, new perspectives, and conflict resolution in safe space. Bharat Scouts and Guides is working on it at a different level since long. Hope this webinar will foster this initiative at all levels. With this word, once again, I welcome you all at this plenary session. Wish you happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such a warm welcome. After listening to your welcome address, we got sweet sounding to our ears. As a very famous person said, peace is not produced by a pleas or supplication, but by achieving command of your own attention. Moving ahead, I would like to welcome on screen an energetic leader of the Bharat Scouts and Guide India, our Honorable Resource Speaker for Plenary Session on Dialogue for Peace, Mr. Madhusudan A.S., Additional International Commissioner Scouts, Bharat Scouts and Guide India, and a WASM consultant. Everyone should be attentive. An interesting quiz is waiting for you all after this. Welcome, sir. The screen is all yours.
Thank you very much, and a very good evening to one and all present here on this webinar on a very historical and a milestone day, which is the International Day of Peace. We all are built up to be in peace, and one of the themes for this International Day of Peace is we all have to talk about racism, how to end the epidemic or the pandemic or the taboo of what is called as racism and build peace. To do this, it is not possible to definitely end this racism directly, but we have ways. As scouts, we have been trained and we know how to be tolerant to all walks of life. That is what we all are known for as scouts, to create a better world. When we talk about we create a better world, we always understand what is there in for the human beings. And one of the ways we can definitely bring an end to racism is by practice of dialogue. Dialogue is something which we all have to understand and is the need of the hour that can end not only racism, but also various conflicts that arise at our home, at our workplace, at our schools, colleges, and our troops, crews, and companies. So let us dive into the session. Allow me to share your screen, and we will look into how the dialogue can help us to end racism and build peace. And wishing you all on the International Day of Peace. Let us look at this picture. What do you think of this picture when you look on the screen? You can type your answers on the chat so that I'll be able to see what do you think about this. What do you think about this picture? It looks like a cartoon. Both of them are arguing. Okay. What else can you think when you look at this picture? Disagreements. Wonderful. Disagree to each other. Doing a conversation. Very nice. Janda. Okay. Jagda. Okay. Fight. Both have different opinions, but is on the same idea. She is discussing something. Conflict. Very good. Arguing. So you all can identify quite a lot of aspects when we look at this picture. Let us look at one more picture. What does this picture say? Sharing. They have peace among them. They have peace and happiness. Happy faces. Okay. See, when we look at these two pictures, friendship and good bond, Kushi, expressing their opinions, happy together. Yes. One thing we have to say, in the last 1 week, when we look back at ourselves, how many of us were in the first situation and the second situation? Did anybody add an argument anywhere in the last 1 week? It can be with your parents, with your friends, brothers, sisters, colleagues, classmates, college mates. Anybody add an argument? Yes, yes, yes. Wow. Many of you are having an argument in the last 1 week. Very nice. This is something what we need to say, what we need to understand. Always after having the first scenario, we always feel disturbed. But after the second scenario, when the scenario is like this, we feel in peace. That is the difference that makes when somebody practices dialogue. And when we practice dialogue, we practice it for peace. As a part of the Better World Framework, the Messengers of Peace, we have a program for all the scouts, guides, and all the member NSOs of the world to practice. And the name of this program is called as Dialogue for Peace. This is incorporated with the support of Kaisid Dialogue Center, which is in Saudi Arabia. So let us look at where this peace starts from. We always have to build the culture of peace. If you all can put in the chat, what does peace means to you? We can just take some 30 seconds and type in the chat. What does peace means to you? Happiness, very good. Scouting, wonderful. Satisfaction of doing work. Drinking a cup of coffee, wonderful. Giving happiness to others, motivating. Feeling good is peace for you, wonderful. So when we know what gives us peace, we also need to understand how we all can feel good with that. When we look at the word peace, there is a lot of aspects that gets involved into it. When we practice respect, that is one of the ways how we can be in peace. When we talk about respect, this is not only respecting ourselves, but we need to respect the development. We need to respect the environment around us. We need to respect the culture, the linguistic diversity. This is where it all boils down to racism. You all would know that. There's a common term, because you're all boys and girls going to schools and colleges, you'd have seen in your college corridors, ragging is not allowed. Have you seen that? You know, this is one of the kind of fun activities for the children, but this is nothing but bullying. This is where all boils down to how racism evolves. It all evolves through the difference of the culture and the linguistic diversity of what we have. And a land like India is very much diverse. The races are divided by culture. They are separated by languages. They are diversified by food, and they are unique with their fundamental freedoms, what people have in their life. When we respect the freedom of expression, the opinions, and the information what life gives to each one of us. That is where we show respect to each and every human being on earth. When we practice this kind of culture of peace, this will give way towards ending racism. That is the reason we encourage each and every boy, each and every girl of Bharat Scouts and Guides, and also through you, the entire citizens of India, the young people of India, to promote and practice the culture of peace. When you practice this culture, the attitude of tolerance, the patience of understanding, the way you can cooperate, and this is how you stand with each and every individual to show solidarity, and we have equal opportunities to each and every individual present on earth. When we start practicing this, this is what we call as the culture of peace. With this, we educate the young people. That is what our mission says, to educate other young people. This is what happens in a dialogue. That is where the argument will come in. When you look at this picture, in this picture, you can see there is two people on two different sides of an object, and each individual can look at this object according to their vision. From one side, the object is looking as if there is four things, and from the other side, you can see it is looking like three. So what happens is, everything what we hear or what we see or what we understand is just an opinion, but not a fact. And everything we see is with our perspective. This might not be the truth. So what we see might be very far from the fact, but at that moment, at that juncture, what we see is what we believe. So in this circumstances, what you can see on the screen, both the people are right based on their circumstances, based on what they see. But what we can see here is both of them with that impression when they talk, when they discuss, it boils down or ends up towards becoming a conflict. So what have we to do when the resources are misinterpreted, when there are different perceptions involved into it? Then we get into the conflict situation, and this conflict will lead to argument, and this argument would lead to we losing the peace of mind. That is where the scenario of dialogue will come into the place. And seldom we practice dialogue. As we are human beings, we get carried away by our emotions, we get carried away by our anxiety. With this, we fail to identify what are the qualities, what is the belief, and how a personality would look like. And we also have to think about the culture, what we practice. It is the way we think, we communicate, and act within a social community. This is something what we all have to understand. We all live in a community which is social, but we are very rich with the culture and we are diversified. And when we build this tolerance, when we build the aspect for dialogue, that is where we can end racism. The culture of peace can end this racism. Today in the world, when you look at the newspaper every day morning, you open the newspapers, you can see there is different kind of conflicts between two different groups. The reason may be different, but what is happening is not right. This is where we need to bring in the spirit of oneness, the spirit of understanding, the spirit of tolerance. When we bring in these spirits, then we will be able to create peace around us. As we all know that our identities and culture influence how we perceive and misperceive the way we understand people, the way we look at the world. So in the first image, what we saw, two people were arguing. In the second picture, two people were giving their opinions through a nice dialogue. And on the third visual, we were able to understand people have different visuals and different perception. Our identities are created the way we look at things, the way we perceive things, and how we misperceive things. So that is the reason we all have to be very, very understanding of the situation and what is happening around us. We use dialogue for mutual understanding. And what exactly is dialogue for you? When you argue, you don't feel safe. You always get into temperament. You feel insecure. You feel overpowered by the opposite individual with whom you are in conflict. But when you start practicing dialogue, you will always feel that there is a safe space or a place for people to present their assumption, question their perceptions and judgments. And it will also emphasize on the inquiry, the co-creation, and the very, very strong point of dialogue is listening. Seldom we listen to people when we are in a situation. Both the parties are trying to air their opinions, but no one is ready to listen to each other. If you have to solve a conflict, if you have to resolve a situation, it is always important for one individual and both the parties to have good listening skills. So when we start listening to people, then we will be able to understand what is the scenario on their side. And this will help us to build a conversation which is not centric to either of the sides. This is where the dialogue will begin. And the dialogue has various applications. The dialogue can be used between cultures, that is intercultural dialogue, inter-religious dialogue, inter-world view dialogue, intergenerational dialogue, and others. When we look at intercultural dialogue, this directly relates to the theme of our International Day of Peace, which is End Racism and Build Peace. Interreligious is also connected to the same. When we talk about inter-world view, you can take the very recent example of the war between Ukraine and Russia. You could see the world was divided. Each country had its own views, its own opinions. So these are the places where we need dialogue. And one of the biggest places, intergenerational. Always you will find as young people that there is some kind of a conflict between the dialogue what we have. For example, there's an old man like me talking to the young people. You feel there's a gap in the generation. The generation is not gelling. So that is where we need to have a good dialogue to know what is the expectations you have and what is the objectives we have. When the objectives meet expectations, the conflict will never arise. That is the key for us to have a beautiful dialogue to be in peace. When we take a step further, this intercultural dialogue can also become intracultural dialogues, because always we find inside a culture, inside a religion, inside a view, inside a family, within the generation, we have many more difference of opinion. My dear young people, you would know that if you are having a patrol meeting, if you are inside your crew council, definitely among yourself, there will be some kind of a discussion that may lead into an argument. There is difference of view that is intergenerational. Within your generation, you have this. So dialogue is applicable at every possible place where we can try to avoid conflict situation. And to practice dialogue, we have the basic 10 principles so that we will be able to successfully practice the dialogue and educate our surroundings. The 10 principles of dialogue is establish a safe environment. When two people have to discuss, they definitely should have a safe environment. The second thing is the approach to dialogue should be with a learning attitude. It is always better for us to go with a open-eyed view, open mind, so that we will be able to approach the dialogue with a learning attitude. And we should be very clear with the purpose and agree to it. We are entering into a dialogue to find a resolution to the conflict, but not a solution. We should know the purpose of it. And beforehand, we need to set the ground rules. You know, while playing any game, we put rules for ourselves. And these rules should be there. The ground rules will help you to establish the safe environment. And to practice the dialogue, you should also take some kind of a risk, and you should go with your will, you should go with your intuition, and you should confront the perception. Many a times when we get into dialogue, we fail to confront and we get obligated. And first thing what we need to remember is the relationship between the two people, because many a times what happens is the arguments are not with strangers. The arguments are with good friends. The arguments are between parents and children. The arguments are between brothers and sisters. The arguments are between the colleagues. And this relationship comes first. So we need to ensure the basic relationship between the two entities are not compromised. Gradually, we need to address the hard questions and depart from them. And we should not avoid any difficult situation or any difficult issues, meaning to tell, we should not be worried to ask difficult questions, uncomfortable questions, because this is what will help us to resolve the situation. And we expect to be changed and also bring change to others. So you need to practice all these 10 principles of dialogue. If we have to practice these 10 principles of dialogue, definitely we will conduct a workshop for 5 days on dialogue for peace. Interested rovers, rangers, scouts, guides, and unit leaders, you may participate in the 5-day training for dialogue for peace, where you will be able to practice the dialogue with this 10 principles what we have, so that you can be the facilitators to create peace among different situations. To establish ground rules for the groups, you should have a lot of confidentiality. You need to respect difference. You should not interrupt when a person is sharing their views, when the person is talking. We need to provide level field to both the parties, that is, give them equal time, equal space, no advice, and we need to have beautiful listening skills. We need to allow this person to speak and use the statements I, be responsible, and we have to disclose. So these are the few ground rules that we can establish when we practice our dialogue. So with this, let us move on to understand what is there for us to become a person with dialogue of peace. So this is where we talk about, is dialogue present in scouting? Can you all answer? Is dialogue present in scouting? Yes or no? You can put this on the chat. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody says dialogue is present in scouting. So when we say dialogue is present in scouting, that means to tell that we are building peace. Yes, even we agree to you. Dialogue is present in scouting. The dialogue for peace helps scouts to be aware and be a dialogical person. So if you want to be a dialogical person, practice dialogue. And when you practice dialogue, you will become a global active citizen. To be a global active citizen on this day of International Day of Peace, then come join us. And we all have a beautiful Dialogue for Peace program and badge. So once you complete a 5-day training on Dialogue for Peace, you'll be able to achieve these badges. Very shortly, WhatsApp is launching a new initiative which is called as Inter-Religious Dialogue, which we are piloting right now in Bharat Scouts and Guides, and we will be rolling out once WhatsApp launches it. And also personally, when you work for Dialogue, you'll be able to earn the Dialogue for Peace green badge. And when you start facilitating the same, you'll be able to get a facilitator badge. And then when you start training people on dialogue, you'll be able to earn a trainer's Dialogue for Peace badge. So with this, I conclude the input session on the topic Dialogue for Peace. I will open this floor for 3 minutes. If you have any questions, I will take a few questions and then we will give it to the MC for the next part of the program. If you have any questions, you can put them on the Q&A button. Okay. If you don't have any questions, we will end this session with a video. May I request our friends who are on the back end to kindly play one video. While our team is preparing to play the video, I'll answer one question. How to get the Dialogue for Peace badge? The national headquarters will issue a circular for Dialogue for Peace training. When the circular is issued, you can attend the Dialogue for Peace training. After the training, you can carry out the activities and you will be able to earn the badge. Let us go to the AV, please.
I see Avinash has raised his hand.
We are taking the questions only on the chat, not on the video, as this is a webinar. Let us go for the video, please.
Sure, sir.
Na Martin, wie geht's dir so?
Ja, alles gut, ne? Bei dir? Hai visto che bella?
Sì, bello.
Malele per un bacino prima di tutto, un bacino solo.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Putain. Vive la France, santé. Blabla. Ja, allez. Ich war immer.
No, opowiadać co tam u ciebie.
A, ja mam nową robotę, wiesz?
Alba, ¿y ahora cuando acabes la carrera en filosofía?
Good, man.
So you could see that video. So we can definitely add a lot of things. It is all on the way we look at how things are perceived. So we need to remove the glasses of stereotype from our eyes, our minds, and our attitudes. With that, we will be able to be a tolerant person, and this will contribute towards creating a better world, and we can achieve the theme of ending racism and building peace. Thank you, one and all. Back to the MCs.
Wow, that was indeed a great session. So the way you delivered the session, I'm sure the message reached to every participant attending the webinar, either through Zoom or through YouTube. Thank you, sir. And also I take this opportunity to thank you on behalf of the National Headquarters and Team MOP India. I thank our Honorable Resource Speaker, Mr. Madhusudan Avala, sir, Additional International Commissioner Scouts, BSG India, for sparing his valuable time with us and enlightening us with the Dialogue for Peace initiative. Thank you once again. All right, so moving ahead with the program, let's welcome Ms. Shayantani Nandi, a ranger from NF Railway State, to showcase her peace actions with us.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, Shantani, very much. Please go ahead.
Okay, so good evening, everyone, respected guest speakers, officials, organizers, scout guides, robber rangers, and unit leaders. This is Shantani, a ranger of Northeast Frontier Railway, Badarpur District, the Bharat Scouts and Guides. We, the members of Badarpur District, are always serving in our community as much as possible. And I hope you all know and have heard about the flood situation happened in Assam during the month of June and July. So in that situation, many families of Badarpur District were almost homeless for some days. But in spite of everything, we all know that the necessary things of living, they were facing many bad situations. So we decided in that situation to take an initiative to rescue them and take them to a safest place. Later, we did survey of the families, and then taking the initiative of SDG number 2, Zero Hunger, we distributed food among the people 3 times in a day in the areas where people were suffering from the flood. So now I will request the IT team to play the first and second video of our work.
जय 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 हो जय जय जय
স্কাউটস এন্ড গাইডস বদরপুর ডিস্ট্রিক্ট অ্যাসোসিয়েশন তরফ থেকে আইছি তো আমরা বন্যা আক্রান্ত যতগুলা মানুষ আছে সবরে রিলিফ দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করছি বিভিন্ন স্কুলে গেছি আমরা বিভিন্ন সার্ভে করছি আজকে এখানে সার্ভে করতে এখানে কতজন মানুষ আছে
আমরা এখানে টোটাল হলো 105 জন
105 জন না কতজন ফ্যামিলি হইব
ফ্যামিলি 34 জন 34 ফ্যামিলি
34 ফ্যামিলি না কবে আইছেন আপনারা
আমরা 19 তারিখ
এখন আপনার কোনো প্রবলেম হচ্ছে
প্রবলেম মানে যেগুলো প্রবলেম আসছিল এগুলো প্রবলেম এখন মোটামুটি সলভ হয়ে গেছে যেমন জলের প্রবলেম আসছিল লাইটের প্রবলেম আসছিল এগুলো মোটামুটি সলভ হয়ে গেছে এগুলো সব আমরা পাইতেছি আর ওয়ার্ড কমিশনারে সব কিছু এগুলো হেল্প করতে আছে সবসময় আমরা গাইড করতে হবে
তাহলে আমরা আমাদের পক্ষে যতটুকু সম্ভব ভারত স্কাউটস এন্ড গাইডস এর বদরপুর ডিস্ট্রিক্ট অ্যাসোসিয়েশনের পক্ষ থেকে আমরা রিলিফ দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করছি আগামীকালকে আমরা রিলিফ
100 আমি তো
जो साथ दे सारा इंडिया फिर मुस्कुराएगा इंडिया
Thank you so much, IT team. We tried to do our best to serve in the community, and our robbers, rangers, and unit leaders all supported us and all worked hard for this program. So thank you. With this, I'm concluding here. Over to the MGs.
Amazing work you guys have did. Really, this shows how the messenger of peace in India are working. Thank you very much, Sai Anthony. Now, I would like to request our technical team to kindly share the presentation to let us know about the winners of the quizzes the last day we had. Oh my God, I guess technical team is waiting for us. Okay, yes. So congratulations, Ishika Senapati from Odisha. She stood first in the day 3 quiz. Congratulations. Second, we have Jude. Congratulations, Jude. You won the quiz in day 3. Here it is. The another young person, Aniket Singh from Odisha, APS Gopalpur. He stood third in day 3. Congratulations. For day third, we also have the fourth position, that is Sayantani Nandi from NF Railway. And the last but not the least, Basu Parag from Haryana stood 5th in day 3 quiz. Congratulations, Basu. So we are eager to get more winners. So we need to have more quiz, right? So I would like to now invite Mr. Satyajit Chatterjee for the quiz.
Thank you, Ritik. Can I have the screen sharing, please? Done. All right. So this is the instruction for the quiz, and this is the QR code. Right. Quickly take your mobiles or go to slido.com and type in code IDP04. Type in code IDP04 since it's the day 4 and the code is IDP04. So this is your QR code for today. Someone, could you please ping the link as well in the group chat? So as you are aware, I'll not go through the instructions again. I mean, you need to enter your mobile number so that we can identify you, contact you, get your details like photograph, your name, your district, your state, etc. So don't confuse. Please join with your mobile number so that we can easily identify and reach you. All right. So without further delay, let us go to the quiz part. I'll not go through the entire instructions again. Just join quickly. I'll activate the quiz now. All right. Let's see how many people have already joined the quiz. 24. Okay. Ritik, should we give it a minute?
Yes, definitely. I guess many people are joining us even from the YouTube. जल्दी जल्दी ज्वाइन करो भाई, टाइम तो भागा जाता है, समय पानी की तरह है.
Very true, very true. So participants, please hurry up. We'll start the quiz in a minute.
Yeah, the number is increasing. It's 73. We need it in 3 digits at least, isn't it, sir?
I'm sure we'll reach that in another 30 seconds.
Okay, so as you have said 30 seconds, let me count it. 29, 28, 25. I'm weak in mathematics. And 23.
Hey, you skipped 26 and 27, I guess.
मैंने बोला I am weak in mathematics. I already told you that. Okay, so 19, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. अरे जल्दी ज्वाइन करो, ये वाली तो आती है मुझे, जानबूझ के स्लो हूँ. जल्दी जल्दी. Yeah, 3.
Okay, so we have reached 100. Ritik, should we start now?
Yeah, let's start it.
Okay, participants, you can start. You can still join using the QR code. Let's go for the first question. The first question is: the Messenger of Peace initiative was started in the year dash. Messenger of Peace initiative was started in the year. Is it option A 2010, option B 2015, option C 2012, option D 2014? Messenger of Peace initiative कब start हुआ था वही आपको बताना है. 2010, 2015, 2012 या 2014? बहुत ही आसान सवाल है. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. All right, let's see the poll. Oh, there's a tie between A and B, that is 2010 and 2015, 35%. Let's see the answer. Okay, so the correct answer is 2010. The Messenger of Peace initiative was started in the year 2010. Let's move on to the next question. Who is a Messenger of Peace? Messenger of Peace कौन होता है? Every scout guide, only MOP state coordinators, only MOP heroes, only adult leaders. Who is the Messenger of Peace? When I say every scout guide, it is everyone in the scouting fraternity. It is not only limited to scouts and guides, it is for everyone. A, B, C or D, you have only 8 seconds left. Who is a Messenger of Peace? All right, let's see the poll. 94% says every scout and guide, and I'm sure that this 94% is right. Yes, everyone in the scouting guiding fraternity is a messenger of peace. Let's move on to the next question. The world in which we live is very adverse, diverse, polluted, warm. So you need to fill in the blanks. The world in which we live is very adverse, diverse, polluted, or warm. You have 20 more seconds to go. Quick, quick, quick. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Okay, so 47% says diverse. Let's see what's the correct answer. Yes, the world in which we live is very diverse. 47% has answered correctly. Let's move on to the fourth question. Dialogue for Peace starts in alignment with which of the initiative? Earth Tribe, Plastic Tide Turners, Scout Go Solar, or SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Dialogue for Peace starts its alignment with Earth Tribe, Plastic Tide Turners, Scouts Go Solar, or SDGs. You have only 10 seconds left. Okay, let's see the poll. 70% says SDGs. Let's see the correct answer. Dialogue for Peace starts in alignment. It's alignment with SDGs, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, let's move on. The Dialogue for Peace will provide dash for sustainable development, which will contribute to the development of key competencies in young people, whether it will provide employment, wealth, education, or goodies. You need to select the correct option. Employment, wealth, education, goodies. You have only 10 seconds left. All right, let's see the poll. Okay, so 71% says education. So let's see, Dialogue for Peace will provide education for sustainable development, which will contribute to the development of key competencies in young people. Yes, that's correct. Education is the right answer. And I will invite my friend Ritik for the next question. Over to you,
Thank
Ritik.
you very much, sir. Yes, so yeah, I am back again. Question number 6, Dialogue for Peace helps us in achieving which of the SDG? Dialogue for Peace कौन से SDG को अचीव करने में मदद करता है? SDG 4, Quality Education, and SDG 5, Gender Equality. Option B is SDG 10, Reduce Inequality, and SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities. Option C, SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institution, or all of the above. Be quick guys, जल्दी 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 जल्दी, बटन मिस हो रहा है, जल्दी दबा दो. Okay, let's see what you guys have answered. I can see, oh my god, 82% people says all of the above. Let us see the correct answer. Oh my 82% people, you are right. Yes, moving on to the question number 7. Yes, so question number 7 says dialogue is a step towards peace building, true or false? संवाद जो है वो एक शांति को बरकरार रखता है, बनाता है. सत्य या असत्य है? जल्दी से बता दें. ये तो आसान है, अब तक तो हो जाना चाहिए. अरे यार, इतना टाइम किसने कहाँ लगा दिया इसमें? You should just take not more than 2 seconds or 3 seconds to answer this. Let us see the correct answer. Okay, so the people answered 98% said true और 2% ने जल्दबाजी में false दबा दिया. पता लग गया मुझे. Let us see. Yes, you 98% people, you are correct. And 2% go on with the next question correctly. So question number 8. Dialogue doesn't have the pressure to solve a problem. It is about the willingness to learn from another person or party. It is a part of conflict resolution and peace building. Who said this? Anas Albawadi, Program Officer and Trainer with the King Abdullah bin Abdul International Center, Ban Ki-moon, former Secretary General of UN, Saint Mother Teresa, or none of the above. Let us see who gives the correct answer. Only 1 second and it's gone. Let's see the answers given by you. Oh my God, not much difference. 22, 23, 34 ऐसा percentage. Let us see the correct answer. Yes, 34% of you guys are ready. Yeah, you learned it very well. Yeah, let's move on to the question number 9. So question number 9 says, Scouts can earn the Dialogue for Peace badge or become recognized facilitators or trainers in dialogue to inspire even more Scouts to include dialogue in their everyday lives. Is it true or false? जल्दी से बता दो भाई, इतना टाइम क्यों ले रहे हो? टिक 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 टिक. The clock is clicking and ये तो जा रही है, समय बहता जा रहा है. पहले ही बताया आप लोगों को, only 5 seconds left. And let's see what's the answer given by you guys. I can see the answers in the chat box as well. 94% says it's true. Oh my God, 94% people. कैसे आपको गलत कह दें हम? आप बिल्कुल सही हैं. Moving on to the last question of our quiz. Through dialogue, we cannot learn to find similarities unnoticed before and even come to respect and sometimes appreciate differences. What do you think about it? Is it true or false? 15 seconds are left. अरे जल्दी जल्दी क्लिक करो, वो रैंक भी तो ऊपर नीचे जाना है, टाइम देखता है ये क्विज. स्लाइडो बहुत तेज है, हमसे भी तेज है, आप इससे तेज हो जाओ. Yes, as we can see, let's see the answers given by you guys. So the answers given are true and false, not a very much difference. Let us see the correct one. And here we goes again. It's the false statement. 54% are correct. Let us see the leaderboard then. Are you excited for the leaderboard? Okay, yes, congratulations, Sakshi. You have done it in 36 seconds. 10 out of 10. Amazing. And lots of more people. Wait, 9992248400 mobile number 8607879230 7082558260 in 4th position, and the 5th position goes to 9896150090. Yeah, congratulations all of you. The instructions were heard carefully and followed as well. What do you say, Mr. Satyajit?
Of course, Ritik. And really, I mean, it was a wonderful quiz, and I see 10 out of 10. I mean, I can see only five now, but I'm sure, I mean, most other people have gone 10 out of 10. Congratulations to everyone. And it was really a good session that you participated, and you have attended the session attentively, it seems. All right. So what next, Ritik? What do we have next?
What I think is कि क्यों ना थोड़ा सा एक 2 मिनट का ब्रेक दे दें सबको. 2 मिनट बाद सब लोग वापस आ जाएंगे. इतनी बड़ी क्विज हुई है. After all, maybe they request a break. They need a break. What do you think?
But Ritik, before we go for a break, right, I have a little announcement. I would say it's instruction, right?
Yeah, sure.
So as you all are aware that a digital certificate will be presented to the active participants who have, number 1, a valid BSG UID. That means who is registered on the OIMS portal. Participants should be present in all the 4 days webinar through Zoom or YouTube channel of BSG. And number 3 is submit a report through Google form, which will be shared on the last day. Yes, today is the last day, and the Google form will be shared in the chat box, both in YouTube and also in Zoom, right? So that you can quickly fill the form, submit your report, and get your digital certificate. So can we have the Google form shared in the chat box? Okay, Ritik, that's about the instruction. Thank you. Now we can take a quick break for 2 minutes and come back. Meanwhile, I request our IT team to play a beautiful video.
Sir, I saw some messages. They don't want break actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it is so. So let's go ahead with another program.
Sure. So do we have Ritika?
Yeah, Ritika is here, so Ritik can be replaced by Ritika only. So Ritika, over to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ritik. And I'm sure, Ritika will be here to help me, but you are irreplaceable, Ritik. Thank you. Thanks for all your support. All right. Moving ahead. Conflict. Conflict in the world is an outer manifestation of the human mind. In bringing a sense of ease in human mind, we shall know the power of peace. Very well said by the Indian yoga guru, Sadhguru. Good evening, everyone. This is Satyajit. I am a scout and I am a messenger of peace.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ritika. I am a guide and messenger of peace. And we are your hosts for today.
And those for today's celebration.
So, do you know why we are here and why we are gathered for today?
Yes, Ritika, we all have gathered here to witness the most awaiting virtual celebration of International Day of Peace 2022.
Yes, you are right. We are here for the commemorate to the International Day of Peace 2022 with the theme End Racism and Build Peace. A 4-day national level webinar on World Scout program was organized by the national headquarters of the Bharat Scouts and Guides India and Team MOP from 18 to 21st October on topic. I think everybody remember the topic we have shared in these days. Scouts for Sustainable Development Goals, Earth Tribe Initiative, Scouts for Humanitarian Action, and Dialogue for Peace.
You are right, Ritika. And on behalf of the entire team of National Headquarters and Team MOP India, we welcome all the honorable guests, respected BSG officials, and my beloved young people in today's virtual celebration of International Day of Peace 2022. Now may I request all the dignitaries, participants, and all other members of the organization to kindly stand up. General salute, salute. जैसे थे प्रार्थना शुरू. Can we have the prayer song, IT team? We are having some technical difficulties, but it should be played soon.
Satyajit sir, I think we have already know about our prayer. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. To bring about change, you must not be afraid to take the first step. We will fail when we try. Now, I request to respected Shri Amadi Chetri sir, Joint Director of Scouts, Program and Training, Bharat Scouts and Guides India, to please deliver the welcome address and provide brief information of observation of International Day of Peace 2022. Screen is yours, sir.
Thank you, Ritika. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Very good afternoon to all. On behalf of our Honorable Chief National Commissioner and professional team of the Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters, I take this privilege to welcome Most Honorable and Respected Shri M.A. Khalid sir, Additional Chief National Commissioner, Shri Niranjan Arya sir, International Commissioner Scout, Shri S. Prasanna Srivastava, Director Organizational Development and MOP, World Scout Bureau, Asia Pacific Region, Shri Madhusudan Avala, Additional International Commissioner Scout, under whose regular guidance, support and coordination, we were able to organize the 4 days webinar on World Scout program successfully. Shri Rajkumar Kaushik, Director Bharat Scouts and Guides, under whose able leadership, inspiration and regular guidance, the team Messenger of Peace India is stepping one step forward always in organizing innovative peace action initiatives around the corner. All respected professionals, colleagues of the National Headquarters, Regional Headquarters, National Training Center, National Adventure Institute, all state officials of the Bharat Scouts and Guides, state and district officials, team members of IDP Celebration 2022, Messenger of Peace state coordinators, Messenger of Peace local coordinators, unit leaders, all the members on panelists, our attendees, the young Scout Guides, Robust Rangers, who are the beneficiaries of this webinar, attending via Zoom platform and BSG YouTube channel, respected parents joining the webinar, my friends from Asia Pacific region, the Messenger of Peace NSO coordinators, viewers from overseas NSOs. Wish you all a very happy International Day of Peace 2022. Due to pre-engagement of our Honorable Chief National Commissioner, Dr. K.K. Khandelwal, he is unable to join us in the webinar, but he has conveyed his best wishes and greetings to all on the occasion of International Day of Peace. Shri Manoj Tiwari, Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, and President, Delhi State Bharat Scouts and Guides, has given his consent to be the chief guest in today's celebration. But just now, we have received his message that due to emergency meeting, he conveyed his inability to join the webinar, but conveys his blessings to the Bharat Scouts and Guides on the occasion. Friends, the International Day of Peace is observed around the world every 21st of September. The World Scout Bureau, Asia Pacific region, under the umbrella of Messengers of Peace, has taken this initiative for the last 7 years in celebrating the International Day of Peace as a day creating awareness, inspiring young people and leaders to make this day a commitment day for the year-round peace actions. This year's theme, as announced by the United Nations, End Racism, Build Peace. The Bharat Scouts and Guides National Headquarters has appealed to all the stakeholders to make sincere efforts in promoting peace actions in the community to commemorate International Day for Peace 2022 and create impact of scouting and guiding for better visibility of the organization up to the grassroots. Although activities vary from state to state, our aim of this day is to involve a large number of young people in peace actions activities at all levels, with the objective of creating mass awareness on the roles they can play as global citizens, leading to positive changes in their communities. Scouting aims to create a better world, and this year's theme and regime, Build Peace, will help us to reflect on this tagline. A series of national level webinars on World Scout program is organized to commemorate International Day of Peace from 18 to 21st September 2022 for 2 hours, from 15 hours to 17 hours, with the support of resource speakers from World Organization of the Scout Movement. About 4,500 young people has registered to participate in the webinar. Sri Madhusudan Avala, our additional International Commissioner Scout and WASM consultant, delivered inputs on Messenger of Peace and SDG on 18 September and Dialogue for Peace on 21st September today afternoon. Dr. K.P. Misra, Honorable Vice President of the Bharat Scouts and Guides, and Wing Commander M.M. Joshi, National Commissioner, Headquarters for Special Program, graced the webinar and blessed the participants. Ms. Monse Lopez, Youth Representative and member of Art Tribe Team, World Organization of the Scout Movement, delivered inputs on Art Tribe on 19 September, where Dr. H.V. Chetri, National Advisor to Honorable Chief National Commissioner, graced the webinar. Mr. Ranga Vishnu, WASM consultant, delivered inputs on humanitarian action on 28 September, where Sri Nilmal Panwar, National Commissioner Rava, graced the webinar. Various programs to commemorate International Day of Peace is planned up to the grassroots level and started peace actions from 1st September and is continuing for the whole month. Reports started pouring from the states to the national headquarters, and national headquarters has started reporting our activities to APR WASM. Today, Scouts and Guides all over the country is celebrating the day with various innovative programs and peace actions physically and virtually. A long-awaited Messenger of Peace Star Award for the year 2021 is also announced during this month. Total 65 individual and 2 state associations were conferred Messenger of Peace Star for their outstanding work in the community and contribution of highest service hours of various projects in the global platform. Our big congratulations to all MOP stars. Nomination for 2022 will be invited very shortly. Competent authorities will inform about this on their keynote address. Letter of appointment of Messenger of Peace state coordinators for the term 2022-2025 was issued. This is the highlight of Messenger of Peace state coordinators who has been issued with the letter of appointment. On behalf of the director and whole team of professionals of the national headquarters, we convey our special appreciation to all the state associations of the Bharat Scouts and Guides, Messenger of Peace Team India, Messenger of Peace state coordinators, and Messenger of Peace local coordinators for leading the whole show in commemorating IDP 2022 in a befitting manner in the association, with more commitment and enthusiasm than the previous years. Our special gratitude to all the national level IDP celebration team members for working day and night for the last 15 to 20 days under the leadership of Mr. Analendra Sharma, Assistant Director, Northeastern Region, for making 4 days webinar on World Scout program and IDP virtual celebration a grand success and a memorable one. Once again, happy International Day of Peace to each one of you, And on behalf of the national headquarters, I welcome each one of you with our honorable guest for this celebration. Happy scouting and guiding, and keep inspiring us. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for such a warm welcome. So after listening to your welcome address, we got sweet sounding to our ears, really. As Buddha said, that thousands of candles can be lighted from single candle. Happiness never decreases by being shared. With this beautiful quote, I would like to request our honorable chief guest, Shri M.A. Khali Sir, retired KAS, Honorable Additional Chief National Commissioner, the Bharat Scouts and Guides India, and State Commissioner of Scouts Karnataka, along with other guests of honors, to kindly inaugurate the webinar by virtually lighting the lamp. Thank you, sir, for brightening our world and igniting the spirit of this webinar by lighting the lamp virtually. Moving ahead with our program, I would welcome our honorable chief guest to kindly bless the gathering.
Thank you very much. All the distinguished guests, brother scouts and sister guides, and invitees as well. First of all, on my outside, I would like to congratulate all the 460 individuals who have been the recipient of the Messenger of Peace Awards for the year 2021. As we have seen, this year's theme, End Racism, Build Peace, is very apt. If you look around the world, how it's moving towards violence. Racism continues to poison institutions, social structures, and everyday life in every society. Even though this International Day of Peace started in 1961, the Wazam thought it very right, more so after Ahmad took over. In the last 7 years, we have been concentrating on celebrating this International Peace Day. See, we keep talking about peace. It is just not enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it as messengers of peace. This is a very good opportunity the Scouts and Guides have got. And as I'm told, there are about 4,500 participants who acted very actively. I'm sure they would have been definitely benefited from this webinar. As I just said, the International Peace Day should not become a ceremonial day where we just inaugurate, observe, and disperse. It should be observed throughout the year. Then only it will have its full meaning. See, as we look around, we have been witnessing increase in communal violence, ethnic cleansing, and also in addition, the domestic violence. We are not at peace. We are all divided with many things to divide us. All societies across the globe face discrimination and differences in various forms. We as Scouts and Guides should step in to stem the rot, as our visibility and image is much more important than many of the organizations. As we all know, we have over 60 plus 30, 90 million scouts and guides, which is an enormous power to spread this message of international peace, not only by our actions, but through the messengers of peace. Now, we have already announced the Messenger of Peace Hero Awards for the year 2021. We are taking initiative to call for nominations for Messenger of Peace Star Award 2022. The package is already complete and ready, and it's only a circular which is to be issued. I'm sure this will be issued very shortly. And I wish more and more number of our scouts and guides participate and work towards getting this Message of Peace Hero Awards. I wish all of you good luck. And I once again say this International Peace Day should not be ceremonial. We just inaugurate and finish it off, but should be maintained, observed in its true spirit throughout the year. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was always a great pleasure to listen your kind words. And yes, we have to work as a messenger of peace. Friends, now it's a time to see the entire fraternity of the Bharat Scouts and Guides is celebrating the International Peace Day throughout the country. So I request your IT team to play the video. I request your IT team to play the video, please.
তোমাৰটো বাছা বুলি আহে নেকি? सर कहीं से भी नहीं हो रहा है सर ये
Analendra sir, could you please mute yourself? Please mute yourself, sir.
Scouting friends all over the world. Create a bridge in the world to live in peace. This is the time to spread out the word. Love, peace, tolerance, respect. Bring the love and peace and harmony. Whisper the secret to your heart. Start to change the world today.
Wow, what a great way to celebrate the International Day of Peace, right, Ritika?
Yes, actions speak louder than words, I think, Satyajit sir.
Yeah, I mean, though in the beginning I was not able to hear any music, but the music was already playing behind my head. In
Behind my
fact,
mind, exactly, sir.
yes, and I was in fact dancing on the MOP beat, right?
Yes,
All right, let's move ahead with the program. Over to you, Ritika.
yes, thank you. Commit yourself daily to do something, however small, or for somebody else, for making other people happy. You will find the true happiness yourself. That was a good thought and advice given by Our Lady Baden Powell. For all of us to follow and live according to that. With this quote, I would like to welcome our students and other guest of honor, who is the foundation I can say, or the pillar I can say, in the scouting and guiding movement in India, and a great supporter of the movement. It's a great honor to welcome today's guest of honor, Shri Niranjan Arya, IAS, Honorable International Commissioner of Scouts, DSG, and State Chief Commissioner of Rajasthan State, Bharat Scouts and Guides. I request Niranjan sir to kindly bless the event. Please, screen is yours, sir.
Ritika, I guess Niranjan sir is having some trouble connecting. Let's move ahead with the next item. We'll call him later.
There is nothing in caterpillar that tells you it to be a butterfly. So sir, are you excited for live program?
Live program? What sort of live program is it?
Yes, we have a live program from Odisha.
Oh
And
my
here
God.
we have a Captain Bulbul.
I'm really excited to see it.
Yes. So it's an honor to call Captain Bulbul Utsav from Odisha State for their live activity.
Wow.
चलो 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 तमे चलो कैमरा सेम ही है ना तो सामने को देखो अरे स्टेज को देखो स्टेज को मुझे पूरा कैमरा देखो सुनो स्टेज का सुनी स्टेज को देखो
Wow. Thank you. What a wonderful, great way to celebrate the International Day of Peace. I mean, I myself, I feel like jumping into the celebration right now. Don't you, Ritika?
Yes, sir. I'm feeling like I'm living the childhood.
Of course, of course. I mean, I got so excited seeing the Cub Bulbul celebrating the International Day of Peace with great pomp and joy. All right. So moving ahead. So we have another important personality with us today as guest of honor. And before I call him, I would like to introduce him a bit. So Yes, of course, he's an Indian, and presently he is located at the Asia Pacific Support Center. And I'm talking none other than our guest of honor today, Shri S. Prasanna Sir Srivastava, who is the Director, Organizational Development, World Scout Bureau, Asia Pacific Center. Welcome, sir. So I request you to kindly address the gathering. The screen is all yours.
Thank you, Satyajit ji. Thank you so much. So I see Mr. Khalid present on this. So dear Mr. Khalid, the Additional Chief National Commissioner. Also, I heard that I could not see him yet, but I heard that he is also attending this virtual program, Mr. Madhusudan Avala, the Additional International Commissioner for Bharat Scouts and Guides, and also one of our veteran messengers of peace from India, also the Messengers of Peace hero, our Director for Bharat Scouts and Guides, Mr. Rajkumar Kaushik ji, and our present National Coordinator for Messengers of Peace India, Mr. Amar Chetri ji. Dear all participants, all officials of Bharat Scouts and Guides, Cubs, Scouts, Rovers, and Rangers. Very good afternoon to all of you. First of all, greetings from the World Scout Bureau, Asia Pacific region, for the great work that all of you are doing. Today, I'm here representing our regional director, who was invited to this program. However, he is on a travel mission right now, and therefore he asked me to represent him in congratulating the Bharat Scouts and Guides for the great work that you all are doing here. So again, on behalf of our regional director, Mr. J.R.C. Panglinan, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to Bharat Scouts and Guides for their engagement in all peace actions, not today, but right from the beginning of the Messengers of Peace program since 2011. So very sincere appreciation to all of you. I'm really amazed to see so many smiling faces, Satyajit, Ritika, Annalyn, and many more. Whoever I could see the pictures, whoever is live on video on this particular program today. I would say that Bharat Scouts and Guides has been very, very instrumental in implementing the Messengers of Peace program throughout the country. And since beginning, I have been engaged with all of you in building capacity in the Bharat Scouts and Guides to bringing this program, to cascade this program to the grassroots levels. And I don't think that it would be a surprise to anyone else if I would say that Messengers of Peace program has created a great impact, engaging millions of young people to this program, who have contributed in their respective communities in developing themselves. I don't have to say all of that because you are already showing this on the screen today, and we can see the impact that we have created through the years. Even this virtual program today that you are having, I think is one of the greatest impact. During the COVID, all around the country, we have seen how the Bharat Scouts and Guides leaders and the young people were active in the field. The Messengers of Peace program has not only contributed to the communities, but I would say that has greatly contributed in strengthening the Bharat Scouts and Guides itself. It has made a big difference in the state associations, in scouting in different states. And there has been a total 360 degrees turnaround in the capacity of the state scout organizations. Said so, I also heard Mr. Khalid saying that this is not just a day where we should organize the International Day of Peace and forget about it. As Amar Chetri said, the Bharat Scouts and Guides has been continuously organizing the International Day of Peace for last over 7 years. And to me, giving a simple example is something like your birthday. You celebrate your birthday once in a year, but that does not mean that you forget to live rest of the 364 days of the year. I think you also very happily live 364 days of the year. And when the birthday comes, you celebrate it. You thank the Almighty for the great year that has passed and for the coming years that it should be better in your life. And I think this is what, when we organize such celebrations, such days, this is just to reiterate and engage more people with us. That's showing that what we have done in the past year, contributing to the peace, and what are we going forward? How are we going forward? I think this is what International Day of Peace means. We celebrate it. We just now saw number of Cub Scouts, Rovers, Rangers, leaders dancing in a grand arena. I don't know whether it was Odisha or some other states, but I could see that thousands of people are dancing and celebrating. I think that is the feel that one gets on organizing and celebrating the International Day of Peace. Friends, this year the theme was "End Racism and Build Peace." This theme for this year, I think for all of us, particularly in India, is very meaningful, where our young people learn how to respect each other, how to love each other, how to get away from hatred. And I think this is what is provided by such kind of celebrations here. I would only say, long back, Mahatma Gandhi said, in every home, there needs to be a scout to ensure that our society, our communities, and our country is continuously moving forward with full enthusiasm and great ethics. And I believe this is very, very true today. And with this kind of celebrations, we extend our message to all the young people who are scouts and who are willing to be contributing to the country, to the nation, to the communities, and or to their personal development. I will not take much of your time, friends. I know that you have a lot of things waiting for your celebration today. I will only once again congratulate to all of you and will simply say, continue to do what you are doing, bringing happiness to your own face, bringing happiness to somebody next to you, and bringing happiness to your communities that you live in, because this is where we can all be peaceful in coming days. With this, I would like to stay behind and say thank you very much and continue your good work. Congratulations to one and all in this. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivation to us and kind support. So, moving towards our program, Satyajit sir, are you eager to give me more gifts of International Day of Peace? Yes, we are a part of PH India. We are working on sustainable development goals for the betterment of society. So, are you excited to see more gifts, sir?
Of course, of course. I mean, do we have more videos or programs like this?
Yes, great. Now I have to request to IT team to play another video, please.
Wow.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Lay the puzzle pieces out. Find out what it's all about. hands and with our hearts, we can dare to make a start. Together we can change the world. What if we spoke with one voice, knowing that we have a choice? Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been started, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. Change your mind and change your life. Set aside the fear and strife. Together we can change the world. When we open up our eyes and we start to realize, together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been turning, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been turning, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world.
তাই বন্ধ বললাম আরে
Wow.
We can change the world. Lay the puzzle pieces out, find out what it's all about. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. With our hands and with our hearts, we can dare to make a start. Together we can change the world. What if we spoke with one voice, knowing that we have a choice? Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail can change the world.
Ritika, seriously, I have no words to express my feelings right at the moment. I'm having goosebumps. I mean, I have no words to express. I mean, I'm thinking of the impact that our 6 million scouts and guides have created throughout the country in the past 1 month. I mean, you can see the actions, right? The peace actions, the peace messages, the videos. My goodness, I am really amazed. I am really amazed. My goodness. I'm sure, I mean, we truly are, we are messengers of peace, and we have created a great impact throughout the country, right? 6 million scouts and guides. Wonderful, wonderful job. I mean, kudos to everyone, each one of us. All right, moving ahead. So it's my pleasure again to call one of the role model for all the youth associated with the Bharat Scouts and Guides India, and of course, out of India as well. I'm talking none other than our Honorable Additional International Commissioner, Shri Madhusudan Avla, sir, to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you very much. All the dignitaries present on this webinar, a very good evening. I have already delivered 2 sessions on this series of webinars, and it feels a privilege to be among the young people and delivering this series of webinars. We were about to hear from our International Commissioner Scouts, but due to some technical reason, we are not able to hear from him. Definitely, had he come on the screen, he would have given you a message, Padaro Amara Desh, Rajasthan. On behalf of the International Commissioner Scout, I welcome you all to the 18th National Jamboree, where you can experience the WASM initiatives as well as the WAX initiatives. What you have seen the glimpses of these initiatives on these webinars, you will be able to witness them in our SDG Hub. At the same time, I would also give you an invitation to come down south and experience the International Cultural Jamboree, wherein again we will be presenting another series of WASM initiatives and WAX initiatives, which you can experience live, and you can also enjoy these fun-based activities. On this day of International Day of Peace, I would also extend a warm welcome to all our scouts and guides to be part of the Indian contingent, and we will raise the flag of India very high in the 25th World Scout Jamboree in South Korea. We are calling for the applications. There are a few more places remaining for the scouts to join this, and we also welcome participants for the Operation K program, wherein few scouts who are not able to economically be part of this World Scout Jamboree, you will be able to attend it through the Operation K. Kindly refer to these circulars on the BSG India website, and you get more details. I would just like to convey one message to all the young people. Try to be a better you. When you become a better you, you can create a better world. When you create a better world, then definitely we will be able to end racism and build peace. I congratulate all the achievers of Messengers of Peace Star Award 2021. And this goes to say that Bharat Scouts and Guides is always been there to serve the community at large and create a social impact. Friends, to exhibit your social impact, there is a Asia Pacific Social Impact video contest. In the last 4 days, you have been producing wonderful videos which shows your connect with the community. And that is the best way to celebrate the International Day of Peace. I would like you all to take this opportunity and participate in the Asia Pacific region Social Impact Video Contest. Send in your entries. Let us see how you can take Bharat Scouts and Guides on the international scene and make BSG India proud. Thank you one and all for having me on the screen and sharing a few words. Thank you. Back to the MCs.
Ritika, you are on mute.
Thank you so much, sir, for always guiding and mentoring us with your experience, which always matters to us. Thank you once again, sir. Now I request to IT team for a MOP beat video from Meghalaya State for the beautiful performance they performed and they shared with us. So I request to IT team to share the video, please.
Scouting friends all over the world, create a bridge in the world to live in peace. This is the time to spread out the word. Love, peace, tolerance, respect. Love and live in harmony. Whisper it deep into your heart. This is the time to spread out the word. Love, peace, tolerance, respect. We are scouts, the messengers of peace. Hand in hand, let's build a better world. We are scouts, the messengers of peace. Respecting the difference and diversity.
Wow, what a beautiful performance by the Meghalaya state. Now it's a time to have another video where National Youth Committee shares messages for all of us. I request your IT team to play the video, please.
Take the first step. We will fail, then we fail to tap.
This uniform makes for brotherhood. Since when? Universally adopted. It covers up all the difference of class and country. Let's end racism together and make this wonderful world a peaceful one.
Say no to racism. Racism is a disease that divides people on the basis of color, caste, creed, and religion. But don't forget, we all belong to one human race, and our true nationality is mankind.
Yes, I stand against racism in the way of peace. Around 8% of suicides due to racism. Let's end racism in the way of peace. Yes, I am a messenger of peace.
বর্ণবাদকে নাম, কারণ বর্ণবাদ একটি রোগ যা মানুষকে ধর্ম এবং বর্ণের ভিত্তিতে বিভক্ত করে। কিন্তু ভুলে যাবেন না, আমরা সবাই এক মানব জাতি এবং আমাদের প্রকৃত জাতি হলো মানব জাতি।
आज विश्व में फैला आतंकवाद और को दूसरे देशीय सामाजिक प्रवृत्ति आतंक का सबसे बड़ा कारण बन गई। आइए इस इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ पीस पर हम अपने अनुभव को भूलकर पाकिस्तान की अवधारणा अपनाएं तथा समाज में शांति और सद्भाव का प्रसार करें। थैंक यू।
I am messenger of peace. None of us alone can save the nation of the world, but each of us can make a positive difference if we commit ourselves to do so. So let's commit ourselves to end racism, to make a positive change and create a peaceful world.
পৰিৱৰ্তন কোনো বিশেষ মানুহৰ বাবে বিশেষ সময়ৰ বাবে ঘটি নাথাকে। চবতকে প্ৰথম আমাৰ নিজকে পৰিৱৰ্তিত কৰিব লাগিব, তেতিয়াহ'লে আমি সমাজক পৰিৱৰ্তিত কৰিব পাৰিম। নমস্কাৰ, মোৰ নাম প্ৰথম নাথ আৰু মই মেছেঞ্জাৰ অফ পিছ।
बाइबल, कुरान या वेद कहाँ जानता है? जानता है। कुरान वेद कहाँ की मांगता है?
जातिवाद को जो है संसार नफरत पैदा कर रहे हैं, इससे किसी को भरोसा नहीं हो सका है और इस खातिर माने सब ने मिलकर देश को इसे जैसे बचाना होगा।
अपने का सत्कार करो, केवल एक कार्य गुजराती है, सारे का समाज करो। शांति हमें चाहूँ, अशांति चाहूँ ना, न्याय हमें चाहूँ, अन्याय चाहूँ ना।
Any gesture, action, thought, word, speech that creates a positive impact on our surroundings or community means peace to me. Peace begins with me. I'm a scout, I'm a peace.
अगर ग्रहण उस गलत सफेद से कह परवाह अच्छे सारी इंसान। There is no such thing as race. None. There's just a human race. Scientifically, anthropologically.
Peace is the only way to heal the world. It can save the world. Peace starts within each one of us. So let us love and respect human beings and embrace the beauty of every culture and faith. Let us stand against prejudice and discrimination. Say no to negative vibes. Let us create peace in the community, society, and create a better India.
धर्म जाति और धर्म भेद से हो रहा व्यभिचार और मिलकर खत्म करें ऐसे अछूत विचार।
To bring about things, you must not be afraid to take the first step. We will fail when we fail to try. So let's try and create a better India with ending racism to world peace.
I believe in the dignity
Ranger from Army Area, Shanti. I am a messenger of peace. I am messenger of peace.
I am messenger of peace. I am a messenger of peace.
I am messenger of peace. I am a ranger and I am a messenger of peace.
I am a messenger of peace.
I'm a scout. I'm a messenger of peace.
Hi, I'm a messenger of peace.
Thank you, National Youth Committee, members, for the inspirational and motivational messages for us. Thank you. Now it's a time to call our dynamic leader. Any guesses who is our dynamic leader? Yes, none than our director, Bharat Scouts and Guides, National Headquarters, Dr. Rajkumar Kaushiki, for the closing remarks of the program. So I request to our director for closing remarks. So please, screen is yours, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Ritika. And first of all, happy International Day of Peace to all of you. And I must congratulate both Satyajit and Ritika for a wonderful managing the show. Now, all of you know that now today is the International Day of Peace. And in my opinion, actually, if I will say the peace is nothing. Peace is nothing. It's only a good thought, word, and deed. So I was thinking that if we will give an advertisement in the newspaper or in media that there is a vacancy of peace in our country, then what the eligibility criteria has to be fixed. So in my opinion, only one criteria is there. One qualification is required. That is, you must be a scout or guide. Why? That also reason should be mentioned, that why you should be there. Let us go to your law and promise, right? First is trustworthy. Vishwasniyata. Yani if you are a trustworthy, definitely there will be peace. Nothing will be there. Then second is loyal. Loyalty. वफादार. आप सब वफादार हैं तो अशांति होने का मतलब ही नहीं है. Then the third one, brotherhood and sisterhood. जब आप भाईचारे के साथ रहेंगे तो अशांति होने का मतलब ही नहीं है. There is no need of any violence. Third, courteous, यानी विनम्र. आप विनम्रता से रहेंगे, विनम्रता से बात करेंगे, courteousness के अंदर होगी तो definitely there will be peace. Then friend to animals and love nature. Then disciplined. If you are disciplined, definitely it's a part of the peace. Only when there will be violence, when there is no discipline. The next, thrifty, यानी कम खर्चे वाला, हर चीज में कम वो करने वाला. तो गुस्सा कम होगा, गुस्से में भी thriftiness आएगा, ज्यादा बोलने में भी thriftiness आएगा, ज्यादा खर्च करने में भी thriftiness आएगा. The next is very important, pure in thought, word and deed. यानी जो हम सोच रहे हैं उसमें प्योरिटी हो, जो बोल रहे हैं उसमें प्योरिटी हो, एंड जो हम कर रहे हैं, जो हमारे कर्म है, वो उसके अंदर भी प्योरिटी हो, शुद्धता हो. जब ये नियम का यदि हम अपने जीवन में पालन कर लेंगे तो अशांति कहीं मिलेगी नहीं आपको ढूंढने से भी. सो पीस के लिए यदि क्वालिफिकेशन कोई चाहिए तो वो यही चाहिए कि वी मस्ट बी ए स्काउट और गाइड. बिकॉज फॉर पीस ओनली पॉजिटिवनेस इज रिक्वायर्ड, नथिंग एल्स. So if you will take all these qualities of which has been given in the law, definitely I think there is no need to celebrate International Day of Peace or any such type of days. So let us follow the Scout promise and law. And the next very important things, just I want to repeat to all the young people who are in this webinar and also who are now watching our YouTube channel. Last year, we announced the outstanding awards. We issued circular, we got lot of application, but really it is a surprise to all of us that not even a single person is found eligible for the outstanding award. Now again, this year, we have issued circular. So now I feel that it is the responsibility of the youth committee. Now we are having a very good 2 advocates as the chairperson and the vice chairperson. So I think they are having a good advocacy skills to ensure that this time all the awards which we have declared last year, there was another award, film festival. Just now Madhuji was telling about the video clips on different topics for the APR contest. So now we also announced last year, and this year again now we are going to issue a circular for this. So you can have a small clips of 5 minutes on scouting, either inauguration ceremony or camping or campfire, whatever it is, which we can show to others that what scout used to do or guide used to do. Then other the media icon. You people are doing a lot of work. You are giving so many things on YouTube and also on Facebook or other social media. But last year, we have not got any nomination for the Media Icon Award also. And the very important, already announced by Madhuji, that MOP Star Award. We have already announced for 2021. Now it is time for the 2022. So let us motivate all the people, all the youth who are working. And now a little bit some changes will also be there in this award so that more and more people will become eligible for it. And it will be, we will make it a little bit easier to our youth so that they can apply timely and they can also forward their application through state. So once again, congratulations to all of you. And on the behalf of our Chief National Commissioner, Dr. Khandelwal, and our President, Dr. Anil Kumar Jain, and all the National Quarter Office bearers, I wish you all a happy International Peace Day. And also I request all my youth to kindly make sure that a proper utilization of the resources, especially now you see the social media. Now it is the most powerful advertisement agency for us. Means you can say the visibility of scouting for us. You can show what you are doing in your area, in your district, in your state, to the people at world level. So I request all of you to utilize properly the Facebook, Twitter, or WhatsApp, or whatever the social media are available, so that there will be a visibility of scouting. And definitely, as I told, follow the law and promise, so that the peace will be not only in your life, as well as in your locality, in your family, and in our country, as well as in the world. So I thanks on the behalf of Chief National Commissioner once again to all of you for giving such a wonderful program in this webinar. And congratulations to all of you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And you are very, very right and very true. It is that if we follow the Scout Guide, Promise and Law every day in our life, definitely we'll be able to celebrate the Peace Day or live peacefully every single day and every single minute. Thank you for such wonderful words, sir. Your words really inspire us a lot, and it means us a lot for every one of us. Thank you again. So moving ahead, I would like to call on screen another great personality of the movement, who's a great support and pillar to the organization. And also, his project management skills is impeccable. So I'm talking none other than our respected Shri Krishna Swami sir, the Executive Director, Bharat Scouts and Guides India, to kindly deliver the welcome address. I'm sorry, the closing, the word of thanks.
Thank you all. Looking back, the year when International Peace Day was declared, 1982, the Bara Scouts and Guides was selected as United Nations Messenger of Peace, the award which was received by our then National Commissioner Sardar Lakshman Singh. So for the Bara Scouts and Guides to thank all those who celebrate peace as part of their life is our duty. Coming to this webinar series and our guest today, our additional Chief National Commissioner is the one who represented the Bara Scouts and Guides when WOSAM launched the Messengers of Peace initiatives in Riyadh. Looking forward to Prasanna ji, who now leads the Asia Pacific region as Officer in charge of Messengers of Peace initiative for the Asia Pacific Regional Support Center. He was instrumental in creating the base for Bara Scouts and Guides award from the UN, where we initiated the peace card writing program throughout the country. Those days who visited NHQ must have seen the second floor full of postcards with the message, "I want peace." So we have two guests who really contributed to make the name of Bara Scouts and Guides visible in the field of peace. We thank our additional Chief National Commissioner for making it possible to be with us and address us on the International Day of Peace. On behalf of the Team Messengers of Peace, Bara Scouts and Guides, I thank him. Mr. Prasanna has been instrumental in bringing in the Messengers of Peace team since 2013, when we started building in capacities among our young people and volunteers. His presence on behalf of the regional director, Mr. JRC Pangalinan, through Mr. Prasanna, we convey our thanks to the regional director and his team for supporting the Bara Scouts and Guides in all its efforts through Messengers of Peace. Even today, when we are working on the growth project, this is also through the Messengers of Peace. So we thank Mr. Prasanna, the regional director of Asia Pacific region, for standing by us. The national headquarters, under the leadership of Sri Rajkumar Kaushik, we should think of the first youth forum which we conducted at Dodbellapur, where we identified so many young people to represent Bara Scouts and Guides at world level. So the Messengers of Peace has brought an opportunity for the young people here in Bara Scouts and Guides, whether it is the last YMG member Ritesh, or even today those who are in the youth committees, except one or two. We all are producers of the Messengers of Peace initiative in Bara Scouts and Guides. So on behalf of the team Messengers of Peace, which is being now led by none other than our Joint Director of Scouts, Sri Amar Bahadur Chetri, we thank our director for being standing by us to promote the initiatives of Messengers of Peace in all the activities of Bara Scouts and Guides. There are many guests who could make it to our event and who could not make it to the event, including our International Commissioner of Scout, who also hold a principal responsibility as an advisor to Government of Rajasthan. And another personality who is the Member of Parliament, also the President of the Delhi State Bara Scouts and Guides, though they could try to meet all of us on webinars, but the assignments which are more important for them in the social cause prevented them not being with us during this webinar. However, their blessings are with us. On behalf of the Bara Scouts and Guides, I thank them for their patronage. Our team, the Messengers of Team India, which is now across the country, has much to thank the team which stand along with our additional International Commissioner of Scouts, Mr. Madhusudan, who stood from the day one with the national headquarters in promoting the Messengers of Peace initiatives, and all the professionals of national headquarters, the members of the youth committee, and also all those in the states who stood with us in promoting peace initiatives in Bara Scouts and Guides are also eligible for our gratitudes. And on behalf of the team Messengers of Peace in India, I thank them for being our patrons for creating a better world. With this, I thank each one of you, and only regret is that we need to spread our wings more. The availability of young people are much more than what is expected, but we are not able to reach out to them. Let us all work together to reach out to each and every young man and woman who is in the Scout Guide age to join us through our mission group. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for appreciating each and everyone, and for the thank you note. Thank you so much. So for the participants who are not able to get the Google form, don't worry, we will share the Google forms with you in your respective WhatsApp group. But again, I will request you to fill the forms and submit your reports within the time that is given to you, right? And don't expect us to extend the deadline. So friends, as you are aware that all good things comes to an end, so is the observation of International Day of Peace. And I'm glad that we have completed the 4-day national level webinar successfully, and also this virtual celebration of International Day of Peace 2022. So signing off, I am Satyajit, I'm a Scout and I'm a Messenger of Peace. Now let's stand up for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone.